I'm Dr. Rick Buck, and I've been a dentist for 17 years. I'm going to show you in this video how I brush both of my daughter's teeth and give you all the ins and outs of how I ensure their oral care. This is my daughter Brielle, who is now 5 years old, even though she was 4 years old in these videos. She has her own piano YouTube channel and Instagram, and she is amazing, especially for a 5-year-old. But in this video I'm showing you now, she's 2 years and 1 month old when I took this video of me brushing her teeth. So as you can see, I am brushing her teeth. Until your child is about 4 years old, you will be the only one brushing their teeth. They simply do not have the dexterity to brush and floss and remove all of the plaque good enough. You need to start brushing as soon as they even have teeth, even though it will likely be a struggle at first. The good thing is, you don't really have to be good at brushing their teeth until their baby molars start coming out. So up until this point, you're just doing the best job you can. So I would use that grace period from when they have teeth to when they get the molars to get them used to brushing. When they turn 4 years old, or until they can brush thoroughly, you will have to brush and floss their teeth once a day, and they will brush their teeth once a day. You will know when they can brush completely on their own, when they can brush and floss in the front and the back of their teeth for the full 2 minutes without assistance. And normally they can brush before they can do the flossing. So now the best toothbrush for children, in my opinion, is actually an adult rotary toothbrush. For adults, I recommend a sonic electric toothbrush, specifically the Ezzy toothbrush. But with the rotary toothbrush, when kids start to use this brush on their own and early on, they can do a pretty good job even with the lacking dexterity. And you want to do a rotary because they can do it much better than they can a manual toothbrush. They seem to be more tolerable for children than sonic electric toothbrushes, especially in their toddler years. But once again, once they're adults, I do recommend sonic toothbrushes. You can watch my videos on that. Another good thing about rotary toothbrushes on children is they still perform well even when the kids close down on the brush. So sometimes you won't be able to see anything and the brush will still do a pretty good job. So you may notice how my children are pretty good at sitting still while I brush their teeth. It takes a few months for them to get used to brushing. They aren't going to like it at first, I promise you that. And if they do like it at first, at some point they will decide they don't like it. So here are the things I do to brush to get them to like brushing their teeth. First, toothpaste. Up until a child can hold spit in their mouth and not swallow it, I use a non-fluoridated toothpaste. The toothpaste in this case is to get them to enjoy brushing. In fact, my 1-year-old right now will first suck all the toothpaste off the brush before I even start brushing. Basically, the toothpaste gets them to accept the toothbrush in their mouth. Other than that, the toothpaste does little for cleaning the teeth. Once my child is old enough to hold the saliva and spit it out without swallowing, I switch to a fluoridated toothpaste. I know there's a certain percentage of people out there that don't want fluoride and think it's evil, especially for children. And to an extent, I agree, I don't like fluoride, but if you want to do that, you have to get rid of sugar in all forms out of their diet too. I will get more into sugar in just a second, but if you're not going to get rid of sugar, then I recommend fluoridated toothpaste once they hit a certain age. Now, here's the technique and what I do. So I just put the toothpaste on the brush, turn it on, and start brushing each quadrant of the mouth until done. During brushing, I sing Brush, Brush, Brush Your Teeth, which is the same tune as Row, Row, Row Your Boat with just lyrics that I made up. It goes brush, brush, brush your teeth, brush them oh so clean, brush and brush and brush and brush until they start to gleam. I repeat it or have a few other songs that I can sing too while I'm brushing their teeth. And once again, this is just to make the whole experience of brushing their teeth more enjoyable. And my kids a lot of the time will demand that I sing the song to even start brushing on their teeth. So they like that part of teeth brushing.
You want to sing where?
Now what to do if your child starts to resist brushing. Quickly, before I get to the most interesting part, I developed the best toothbrush, floss, and other dental products that are in Amazon affiliate links in the description. Those dental products will give you a stunningly clean mouth. You should watch my videos about why they are the best, posted at the end of this video, so you brush and floss with superior results. I never completely stop brushing. That is the key. Once you stop brushing, because they desire you to stop brushing, you signal to them that they can get out of brushing whenever they really want to. So I never fully stop. Instead, I will either add more toothpaste or turn the brush off so it no longer spins and it's just like a manual brush and a little more tolerable. But the key is to not stop just because they want you to stop. You can modify that session of brushing if they are trying to resist so it's less intense, but then the next day I start again as normal. And once again, I start as normal, so don't start less intense the next day. Just go right back to what you normally want to do. After a month or two of not getting their way, they completely let me brush the full time. But even those times when they resist a little bit, they always let me start because they like the taste of toothpaste and the interaction of singing that it makes it enjoyable for them. Eventually, they actually look forward to doing it. So the experience is just like you see it is here in these videos. This is literally how it is every day for me when I brush their teeth. But once again, you are always the person that says when the brushing starts and when it's over. They don't get to dictate that. So here I am now brushing and flossing Brielle's teeth at night, and she is 4 years old in this video. Patience. It takes patience, but you will get there. Both my kids actually like brushing and flossing at first because they always saw me brushing and they wanted to try. After a few days, however, they both started to not like it, and that's when I had to be ready to be patient. Floss. You will need to start flossing your kids' teeth as soon as they have teeth. It is really actually pretty easy to do flossing if you do it early on because they're just used to it. Even if you're just doing it on the front 4 teeth, because they won't really need it until all the back teeth come in far enough that it will allow the floss to snap through. Luckily, once again, by the time they have the back teeth come in, they should already be used to flossing because you're doing it on the front teeth. And if you're doing it every day, they will accept it very quickly on the back teeth as well. Now, I use a thick floss on my kids' teeth because it removes way more plaque and they get more clean per swipe. My floss is the Ezzy floss, and it tightens to snap between the teeth, then expands to remove more plaque. Thick woven flosses are better, they're better, trust me. How often to brush and floss? From age 1 until I am training my kids to brush their own teeth, I brush my kids' teeth at least once a day. Okay, so now let's go to this video, and this is Brielle brushing her own teeth now that she is 4 years old. If you feed your kids sugar, which I do not, then I recommend brushing their teeth twice a day. So around 2 years old is when I will maybe start giving them a little bit of sugar here and there. And when I do, I start brushing twice a day. Once I train my kids to brush normally around 3.5, then I brush and floss the teeth at night, and they brush the other time in the morning. They won't be that good at it once again, which is why you still have to help and do it once a day. Okay, now here's my other daughter, Katara, and this is me brushing and flossing her teeth. And she's just 1.5 years old in this video. Eating. No eating and drinking after the nighttime brushing of the teeth. If your child wants something to drink, they can have water. Every once in a while, I get a parent in my dental practice who tells me how well they take care of their kids' teeth and don't know why they have so many cavities. And then I normally ask, do they get a bottle of milk at bedtime? Which is normally followed by a blank stare from the parent. Milk has sugar, and sugar sitting on your teeth all night starts cavities. This leads me to the most important thing you can do for your kids' teeth, and in my opinion, for their overall health and mental function. That is no sugar without fiber or added sugar until they are at least 2 years old. So, oranges are good, but not juice oranges, no sugar drinks, and no candy and treats. Why? A lot of reasons. The biggest is that sugar causes cavities. Sugar feeds the bacteria in your mouth that cause cavities and enables them to flourish and produce acids that destroy your teeth. Sugar also destroys your good eating habits. Children are way less excited about more healthy foods if they are getting a lot of sugar. My children eat and really enjoy healthy foods because they don't really have the taste or appetite for sugar, having never eaten it. I mean, I've taken my kids to exotic countries like Turkey and they eat just fine because they don't care about having sugar. The only time my kids get sugar is when they are eating fruits. This also means that they're going to be way more excited about the taste of toothpaste when they're brushing their teeth because it's so sweet. So it happens to be the one really sweet thing that they're getting is actually good for their teeth. Sugar causes big issues with executive and cognitive function in children as well. It is also responsible for hyperactivity and other behavioral issues in children as well. Unfortunately, sugar is all but impossible to avoid completely and comes with a few problems. Even if you stop it in your house, there are friends' houses, grandparents, schools, churches, and everywhere that just constantly give out sugar to your kids. So you gotta be vigilant to do this, but it is way easier to not give it than to give it. Like I said, my kids like healthy foods, or at least are willing to try healthy foods. That is not and has never been a fight with both of my kids. But if they're already eating a lot of sugar and you're taking your kids off sugar, it will lead to worse behavior issues until their mood stabilizes after hopefully just a few days, but maybe a few weeks. I don't know, I haven't had to deal with that. But once stabilized, your kids more likely will have the self-control to stay still during teeth brushing, among the many other activities that they will be able to do better. I mean, my kids' cognitive and executive functions are so good. I mean, if you don't believe me, just watch my daughter's YouTube channel. She was 2 years old when she was playing the piano. She was reading and doing math at 2 years old. Anyway, sugar destroys the mental fortitude and composure of kids, as well as a myriad of other health problems like obesity. Absolutely no sugar until after they're 2 years old. Then they may have it only as a treat, normally for accomplishing something. So even if you're going to give your kids sugar, do it sparingly and use it to your advantage. Make them earn it. My child only gets treats when they complete a task. If Brielle plays the piano well for a whole week, well, maybe then we'll let her have a sugar treat at Disneyland. Other than that, we give her snacks with sugar substitutes, or sometimes things that are like chips that don't have sugar. Those options obviously aren't great either, but her mood and focus are so much better than when she has actually had a lot of sugar. And those substitutes also don't cause cavities nearly as much. If you do give them sugar, brush their teeth soon after. You don't want to give the cavity-forming bacteria a chance to flourish in your child's mouth. Candy is everywhere, but luckily today there are tons of substitutes for sugar. Watch all my daily tooth care videos I have posted now for the best techniques, tips, and products for a stunningly clean mouth that avoids tooth decay and gum disease and gives you fresh breath. My dental products are in Amazon affiliate links in the description below, and if in Southern California, my dental office is in the description as well. If you're a dentist with a digital scanner, my brother's incredible dental lab is in the description, and he can work with you anywhere inside the United States. Like and subscribe to my channel if you have teeth.